Record. And we are back on. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. You're far too kind for clicking on the like,
And
clicking on
subscribe.
subscribe to join the real 100%. And I am one of your co-hosts, James.
And I am your second co-host, Cheat Shit.
And we're going to kind of get into we're going to talk about some topics, but let's hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a pretty good weekend. We did, what's that called?
We did the breast cancer walk at
Breast
Hart
cancer walk.
Plaza this
That was,
Saturday
yep. Downtown Detroit. That was pretty cool.
with the family.
Yep. Welcome to the D. You already know. That was pretty cool. That was cold as hell, but it was pretty cool. A lot of people that were down there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What else we do this weekend? We do too much of that. You know what I'm saying? Besides work, go to work
No.
like a motherfucker. But this is definitely a hobby, motherfuckers, for sure. For sure, definitely a hobby. Niggas definitely got a regular
A
job.
regular job.
You know what I'm saying? But hope everybody else had a pretty good weekend. This is definitely hump day.
In that midweek, it's almost over.
I got one more day.
Dang.
I'm chilling. Actually, I got 2 more days.
Two more days and then we free.
Working couple. I was saying 2 incomes is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Other motherfuckers don't know nothing about that.
But it's okay.
But rather than that, though, man, we're gonna hop into one of these topics that my significant other took up or wrote down, and try to make sure we give y'all some real good content and as we grow and get better with this. Got some headphones. I'm still figuring this shit out
We the Jeffersons.
with the value, well, not value, but the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're still learning.
you gotta excuse us on that if it ain't the best. I'm working on it for sure, and we got some lights and everything. Got some new lights. I'm trying to make this studio the best as I can as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like she said, we the Jeffersons. We can be trying to keep moving up
Moving on up.
to different levels. And I think right now we still kind of on
We ain't in that deluxe apartment.
the
That
deluxe
apartment, whatever.
apartment.
We ain't there yet.
Yeah, we still in the fucking ghettos.
We working on the down payment.
We still in the motherfucking ghettos for sure.
We gonna get there though.
But we working on it. Y'all just keep, following the journey and
Seeing our growth.
and trying to make this the best um real 100% part five we can. So let's get into some of these topics that the missus got. What you got over there?
So first thing I was talking about with somebody, it's the prom season to be coming up and homecoming and everybody kind of getting their kids together. And I'm like, I've heard amounts that people pay on their dresses and stuff, and I just like, how much is too much to pay for your child's prom dress or suit?
Hmm.
I've heard people say they paid $800, and I was like, no,
Yeah, well, I didn't go to prom.
because you ain't want to go.
That wasn't how that went.
I asked him. I had to go with somebody else, which was fine, but that wasn't my first choice.
But I don't remember how that whole incident went, but
I remember.
I didn't even go to my own prom.
I know.
I didn't go to nobody prom out there. I went to my brother prom though. Yeah, I did go to his.
Brother.
Fred. He went to Mumford.
Oh, you went to his prom?
I think I did go to his prom.
But anyhow. So yeah, I've heard.
Stupid.
Now see, it's not. It's like your last thing in your school, high school type thing. Can't even get the words out, but yeah, like some girls pay like $800. I think our niece paid $600. I was so mad. I paid $100 for my dress, and I thought that was too much.
Yeah, ain't nobody
So,
paying that much for no damn dress.
and you have this item, and I'm like, what you gonna do with it afterward?
I mean, I guess you do want to be all flashy and fly. I'm assuming for the prom because you gotta take your pictures and everything. But
No, ain't that flashy? Ain't that fly? I feel like sometimes people treat prom as if you would treat a wedding, which I think weddings are stupid sometimes as well because you pay all this money for people to eat.
That could be another thing, like how much is too much for a wedding?
It's
Like
some people like
that's only well, I think weddings are just for they just for the woman. It's for the
it depends on the person because
I don't
some
think
men are
guys
like
really
that.
care about
Some guys like
not
that
a
too.
lot of
They
guys
do.
care
You
about the wedding.
assume, but yeah, they do.
That's why they got shows called Bridezilla, right?
I mean, because when guys do it, they don't
So
act all
do
crazy.
they got a show called Bridezilla
They
for men?
don't, but maybe we should
Exactly.
create one.
How you gonna create
I don't know.
how you gonna create something that don't exist? Like
They
man,
do have a new show that I want to watch called Rich Bride, Poor Bride. So I have to see what that. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me. But still, I think like weddings are overrated unless you've like been together for so long. But that first wedding, take me to the courthouse.
that's exactly what we did.
That's exactly what we did.
Went to the courthouse.
Yes.
Cause I mean, most of these people, well, a lot of people, they spend thousands and thousands on weddings and
Mm.
end up getting divorced like, 4, 5 years
Or
later.
you spend all this money, you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw that bitch out.
What was that one girl that was on one of them TV shows you be watching? And my man wanted to go to the courthouse and she didn't want to do it because she was saying, I'm not a courthouse wife or something like
No,
that.
she said I'm not a courthouse bitch.
Yeah, she said, I'm
That
not.
was one of those love and hip hop type things, I believe. I remember, but I don't remember the show. But yeah.
She
Hey.
said, I am not a courthouse bitch. And this dude was trying to go marry her.
Right now,
Hmm.
but then still have a wedding later. Mind you, they had been together for years, got kids and all that other stuff, but she wasn't satisfied with a courthouse. She
Yeah, see,
wanted
that's
a
what I'm saying,
wedding.
man. Women be ungrateful. Like he trying to give you the main thing that most women want is a commitment.
Or she might be in fear that that's true, that,
But he was giving her a
they
commitment.
get she might not believe him that okay, we gonna have this courthouse wedding, but you ain't gonna give me a real wedding later. And that's what she want.
But what's the difference? I don't care what you want. I gotta pay for this. She wasn't paying for it. He was. So
Well,
if I'm trying to, but even if she or he was paying for it or not, I'm still
together.
trying to
The right now.
give you the commitment that you want. This is the ultimate commitment that a man can give a woman is I'm going to marry you. And instead of you taking that ultimate commitment, you're saying I want you to pay for this elaborate wedding. That's stupid.
Some people just like nice things, I guess. I'm not that girl.
That's not a nice thing. That's just
It is. It's a nice event. You know how people go ball so hard for their birthday for just one day?
that's stupid too. But I'm saying even like okay, they go to the courthouse to get married. You can
Hmm.
still have a big event, just a regular event where it's just you, your family, your friends.
Hmm.
So you can still have a dope outfit on, whatever, and y'all just have a good time.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
Yeah, but most of the time, what I was getting at is sometimes, like, we're the prime example. We said that we were going to get married where we did, and then we were going to have a celebration afterwards. But we was like, forget that. Like, what's the point? So
Yeah,
she might not think that he wouldn't do it. So instead of settling for just the courthouse, wants a whole wedding experience.
yeah, she's stupid. Or just take the wedding experience, because I'm pretty sure within the lifetime they have been together, they have done elaborate, dope, crazy
Hmm.
stuff with family and friends or whatever throughout the midst of time they have been together. So it's like we done did it all. I haven't, you know what I'm saying, for years, and I never gave you the actual ultimate commitment of saying that we're married. Let me give you that, and then all the other stuff will come on the back end. But I think she was just being ungrateful.
Yeah, and ain't nothing wrong with a courthouse wedding. We had ours. We still dressed up. I had a dress. You had your suit. Family came out. Had a nice dinner. Y'all go home,
Yeah,
and we sit here with our family that came with us and enjoy the weekend. And back to reality on Monday.
yeah, pretty much, man. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I wish I knew what hotel that was because it was pretty nice to go again for
Yeah,
our upcoming anniversary. That would be.
it's definitely about to
I
be
don't know.
9 years now. We've been
9
married.
years in the making.
Yeah, 9 years. Not a lot of people that can say that. Everybody getting divorced out here in these streets.
Sometimes people be in a relationship longer as a boyfriend and girlfriend, and as soon as you get married, which I don't see what changes because it's still the same stuff.
Mhm.
They be they divorce a lot, so but that's life.
Yeah. So what else we got over there on the topics?
Um, oh, I was watching another show,
You always watching shows.
and excuse me, and the guy was 90 Day Fiance, and the woman had went to I think Turkey to be with the guy, and he had told her before they got together that he had sex with over 2,500,
2,500 women.
and she still wants to date him. And her stipulations was he had to get all new furniture in the house because she didn't want nothing that he had possibly had sex with. And in my mind, remember we was talking about that whole numbers game. I wouldn't want to know that. I appreciate you telling me, but I wouldn't want it because I probably wouldn't date you.
Hmm. I mean, a lot of women date a lot of. I don't think women really care. Majority of women care too much about a man's body count.
Yeah.
It's definitely a double standard because
Yeah.
where men would definitely care about a woman's body count, and so it's just like when you think about it. If you have a well, some regular guys get away with it too if they got some type of game or whatever. But
I feel like women don't care about their body count, about a man's body count, if their body count is high. Because if you just a regular person that ain't been around the block a few times, you ain't gonna want to be with nobody that been around the whole country.
I mean,
I
that's not the
mean,
whole country. You probably that's a
in
lot of
my mind, I'm being extra. I'm
yeah.
dramatic sometimes, but
See,
still,
that's that extra shit that women
I
be talking
I
about.
know. I'm not gonna deny say that I ain't extra because I am.
But I don't think that women care a lot of. I mean, majority of women don't care that much about a man body count like you think. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, because they hoes too.
a
Not
man
necessarily a hoe. I take that back,
a man
but
can't really be hoes though.
why you can't?
Yes,
You can.
I heard my man say we are the men's are the hoe makers. That's that
I
one.
remember that with that whole Amber Rose comment or whatever.
Yeah, what's my man name?
He said, did he say, because he said slut maker because
Slut.
she was having that slut walk or whatever.
And these girls be calling themselves
Their
sluts and stuff
titles
like that.
just be like,
No, my man, his name, my man Myron. He's from the Fresh and Fit jump. He said that men can be hoe makers. They're not hoes though. When you think about it though, that makes sense. 'Cause most girls they get around. So how about this? How about this? Let me put it like this.
mm-hmm,
This is I guess I heard my man say this. I'm gonna use the same thing. So let's say a guy slept with a whole bunch of girls, right?
mm-hmm,
Like years ago, 5 years ago, and you happen to you happen to see in his phone, I guess that he had a wild past or whatever
mm-hmm,
5 years ago. Like y'all about to get married too though.
mm-hmm,
So this is like your anniversary. It's like wedding day type thing or whatnot,
mm-hmm.
and you see it in his phone, like of the wedding day, the day of type thing. And you see he had a wild past. He slept with same amount of girls my man did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think most women gonna call off that wedding?
Yeah, because you're already here. You know how many deposits and stuff you about to lose out on?
Cool, cool. So let's flip that.
Mm-hmm.
The girl did the same amount of bodies. How many bodies was it? 2,000 what?
500.
2,500. Let's say this woman had 2,500 bodies. Same situation, same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes through the phone and sees the same thing that you initially saw when you was doing it. Is a guy calling off that wedding?
Think so either.
You a
I
goddamn
think
lie.
anything the day of
You
that
are a
wedding,
goddamn
unless
lie.
it's something like you just slept with my daddy, you didn't slept with this, you just found out that your
so
spouse
so
is a hoe.
time out. So you telling me that a woman that slept with 2,500 men, and this man sees this,
Mm-hmm.
and says, you know what, I'm gonna marry her.
I mean, you
Would you-
hear now? It's the day of. Now, if that was something that they might have found
I
out
guarantee you. Wait,
months
time out.
ago,
No, time out. Time out.
possibly no.
Months ago. So you
Yeah,
trying to tell me
I'm
that
saying months leading up to that wedding.
I hope people see this and I want some comment and tell
Comment
her
below.
she is wrong.
That's my thoughts and my opinions.
These are some wrong, bad opinions.
Whatever. So you think?
Donald Trump, you're wrong. Fuck that.
Listen, I think that if somebody find out some bad information about their spouse on the day of their wedding, they are going to still continue with that wedding. Are they going to be upset? Absolutely. But I feel like it has to be something extremely crazy, like you just slept with my brother, you just slept with my daddy. It has to be something extreme for you to call off your wedding the day of. You having sex with 2,500 people, that might not be a call off on that day. Now, if I'd have found out beforehand, then we're going to have to take a break and revisit this wedding later on. But in my mind, you still gonna get married, and I'm just gonna have an attitude with you. We're gonna have to discuss this. It ain't gonna be no
So
honeymoon.
you saying you? What do you think the average woman,
I don't
average
know.
man is gonna do?
I can only think for myself, so I'm only
Yeah,
giving
no,
you
no,
my
no, no.
thoughts.
Think outside of yourself, though. Think about other
My
people.
pen is hot
You
right now.
you have to think outside of that.
Okay, well, thinking outside, I'm still saying no. My answer is still the same. They're not gonna call it off.
Are you wilding?
We
So
just gonna have to agree to disagree.
do you believe that that so I'm taking a lot of stuff from my man to be saying certain shit. Do you believe that men look at women's past and women look at men's future?
I think women look at their past and future. I think men just look at the potential that the.
Now you look at the potential that a man would be. That's just like if you didn't see potential in me, we probably wouldn't be where we at now. You probably would left me a long time ago.
I said that I
So you
think.
so you seen potential that what I could be, right? Or what I can be to you.
Hmm.
So even though my past, what you said before was I was a bad boyfriend but a good husband.
Hmm.
So you seen that okay, he can be a good husband. He can be
Hmm.
what I see in him. He probably don't see it yet, but I see it.
And that was just off of like as things was happening. Like you got your life together as a boyfriend, but by that time we were already about to be in the married phase. So you had already
Right,
showed.
so what I'm saying, I don't want to say you excused it, but ever then you kind of look past a lot of bullshit
I
that you
had
went.
blinders on.
So you look past some of the other bullshit that I put you through there, right?
Hmm.
So let's just say if we flip the roles and it was you doing what I was doing and I was doing what you was doing, you
Hmm.
think I was gonna stay with you?
Probably not.
So what makes you think any different from what a man would do at a wedding day?
Listen,
No, 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 no. Listen,
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 Linda.
Linda. So what I'm saying is the roles were reversed, and you and I was you, and you was me. But I'm not staying with you doing that bullshit. It's a wrap. We done.
But listen, that's why I said I'm sticking to my words. Again, if it's something prior to the wedding day and you finding this stuff out, but the day of, no, I don't see nobody cancel of wedding.
I think you still got blinders on.
No,
Cause for real, yo, I think
I see real clear.
no, you don't.
I do.
Cause
I don't see it.
a woman, more than I think a woman likely would stay. I think the guy would definitely leave.
Listen, this is one of those conversations where we need more people with us
Hmm.
because I'm ready to call some people like this. You found out your future husband had sex with 2,500 people the day of the wedding. Would you still date him? Would you
Now,
still
mind
marry
you,
him?
you gotta think about it. This is like the one that you love. He's the perfect guy. Everything is good, and the
Hmm.
same thing with the woman. Everything is good. Like y'all, I mean, you had your ups and downs, but for the most part, this is the one you love, admire, and respect.
Hmm.
Same thing for the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Everything is kind of somewhat equal, but I do think once you get into that realm of your woman fuck 200 what 2,500 men or whatever.
I mean, what's done is done because clearly I've been together long enough to
Yeah,
consider
but he did.
marriage.
But he didn't know that she
That's
fucked this many people, and she didn't know that he fucked this many. You didn't know it. You didn't find out until the day of. A
well,
man is leaving, and woman. I'm gonna say was. I don't want to say everyone will stay, but majority I think will probably stay.
again, it's the day of I'm staying, and we're gonna have to have a serious conversation about it and how did we lead up to this point? Like, what were we doing? Because again, everybody past is different. So I'm not gonna fault you for your past, but if it's the day of the wedding, I'm not canceling. We're just gonna have a conversation afterwards.
Yeah,
Now, if it's before the wedding, we're gonna postpone it.
but that's what the difference is. Men do care about women past,
Women care about men past
not as
too.
much as men do.
That
Though
lies. That's not true.
that's how you gonna say that's a lie.
That's not.
I,
We care about it too.
I'm not saying you don't, but what I'm saying, I think men care about the past more than women do. I'm not talking for myself. I'm just
I
saying just
know.
in general. In generally, I believe men care way more about women past, and I think women care way more about a man's future. Because if you stand with somebody that ain't gonna be shit, like where the fuck where you leading me to, nigga? The swamps, motherfucker.
I
Where's the promised
know.
land? At? I like you have no for not fulfillment, but you have no visual of seeing the promise where like, yo, you're leading me somewhere that we're not going nowhere. We're not making it nowhere. So where are we going? We're going in a complete circle.
Maybe they're trying to help that person grow and be a better person. I don't know. This topic has got a lot.
I know, but I don't think a woman can really help a man be a better person. I think a man gotta be a better person for himself and for that woman that he's trying to be a better man for.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it that way. Like you can't change a man if he's already on the verge of, I guess, I don't want to say being a bum, but not really going nowhere, and you don't see he's going nowhere, and he's letting you see he ain't going nowhere ever. Didn't that nigga ain't going nowhere? He's still in neutral. He ain't never put the damn car in drive yet. So what you gonna do? You gonna keep riding on the in the passenger side with this nigga, and he ain't going nowhere?
It
Nigga, I'm getting
depends.
out this car.
If he showed that he could, like he said, I'm getting out this car. Let me out.
Hmm.
I'd rather be on the bus.
Yeah, at least I know that bus might go somewhere.
It depends on the person if he's showing potential. You know, like some people are
That's why.
just lazy.
That's why they say what they say. Slow motion is better than no motion.
Hmm.
If you ain't moving nowhere, nigga, I'm not about to keep driving with you. But at least that motherfucker is rolling. But if he have no future to go nowhere, or no drive, no hunger to try to uh, do something or be something, why would a woman keep following him? If that is, if she do, she a stupid
She in
woman.
love.
She's a in love stupid woman.
Still in love.
I mean, yeah, I get it. 'Cause that's another thing I want to talk about was love.
Yeah.
Love is a big word that people use, and I'm reason I saying I was listening to a Music Soul Child. Go ahead, pull up that verse for me. And he got a dope verse in there that so many people use your name in vain, which is love, right? It's like they don't really have the meaning of what love means. And through all the ups and downs, the joys and hurt, love, for better or worse, I still would choose you first. It's so many people breaking up, forcing, um, not staying together, not being together. But at the same time, they say they love this person. Where's the commitment that you saying you love me? You, it's like when people say they got unconditional love. No, you don't. I think most people have unconditional love for a child, but they don't have unconditional love for like their significant other. Because if you did, you wouldn't leave them, right?
That's true, but I mean, that's like the whole. Some people stay together with somebody longer because they love them, and it can be it. But that love, or they think that that love is so strong that they'll go through the bull.
Yeah, I do think so many people use
I think so many people think they fall in love so fast, and it's just like they're just like a crush. You still get those butterfly stages and all that other stuff, and they think it's love, but you still just got a crush.
I think people should go check out that song though. "You the Soul Child of Love." 'Cause, I was listening to that this morning. Like, yo, so many people do use the name in vain of love, and they be so quick to say they love this person, and be so quick to leave. With all the ups and downs, Jordan Hurts, they be
I
out.
just think they say it too soon. So I guess if that's using it in vain, then I just think they say it, they
But you never
use.
seen people be like, "Oh, girl, I love you." I'm like, what? I just met you.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I think I don't know, spouse wise.
But people use that word just randomly, just throwing out love, love, love. No, you don't. A lot of people throw out like the word loyalty a lot too. Motherfuckers ain't really loyal. They loyal to themselves and they love themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't think love like it used to be back in the day where, in the 50s and stuff like that. Maybe this
Didn't think that was love. Half the time that was forced because you
oh
had
my
no
goodness.
options. It was like you met a man and he's the head of household and you not working and you got all these children. Like you just stay there just because sometimes you don't have options.
Why do you think they stayed there though?
Because they don't have options and they have children and they don't want to break up their family. So they're fighting to keep
So wouldn't that
the
be
image of a happy family, but inside they might not love that person.
okay, it might be true, but what's the whole point of staying together when you got family is what for who?
For your children.
Ain't that your
So
duty?
the love for their children is strong enough for
So
them to stay with their husband
so
who
do
they
you
don't love as much as they did in the
okay, even
beginning.
but even if they love that person or not, we have a duty to raise these kids, all right? Until they get old enough, then we can go our separate ways.
Yeah, that don't mean we have to raise them together.
So why not though?
I
Because
mean,
together we raise these kids together. I mean, we're gonna raise better children for the future.
not necessarily because you could you channeling Bella. No, because you can still have a good co-parenting relationship.
But what if you
I've
don't?
seen it. Well, if you don't, then that sucks. You could have a terrible marriage that your kids are in the household witnessing on a regular.
Well, that's true too, though.
So it's like each
But
has.
you gotta make sure that if it's two people and they're doing it, let's say they was in love one point in time,
Mhm,
and then they got kids, this is that
mhm,
third. Then that man job is to make sure he take care of the house and that they have everything they need to where they can I guess do what they got to do.
mhm.
But it's always better to, once again, I said before, it's always better to have the husband
It's
and
always
the
gonna be
wife.
better to have a two-parent house. That's no doubt. You got that, B. I agree with you.
So
But I'm just saying, sometimes that's not the case.
I
And
mean, the majority of the time it's not the case.
yeah,
It's
it's
not a
not.
lot of people that got that's out here that had two-parent household. It's not a lot of people that had that at all. But it's
Or
definitely
you
people.
have it for a little bit of time and then your parents separate and then you just have that two-parent household but just separate.
This is like so I be hearing or listening to certain things where nowadays in this day and age that two-parent household is out of the question. Back in the 50s and whatever, the older days, most families or parents stayed together to do for the kids. So if you kind of compare those people back then and staying together for their children and what's going on right now, if you look at how the world is right now, very bad right now compared to what it was prior years before when people were staying together, the nuclear
That's with
family.
everything in the world,
But
regardless.
what I'm saying though, the nuclear family was striving. The economy was striving. Everything was good. Now the shit is bad. You got kids out here doing all type of crazy stuff, shooting up shit, uh, the other stuff.
Do
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
it again.
No,
Do it
no, yeah.
again. He said other. That's a good one.
You got all this shit going on. So kids are confused. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the father in the
Let me
house.
tell
You ain't
you.
got the father in the house to, you know what I'm saying, to have that manly.
And I just think that
You
this
got women trying to be
generation
men.
of parenting is stupid because I've heard some stupid stuff.
You got
Even if
men
you
trying
live
to
in
be
the same
women.
household, yes. Back off of your little. I heard somebody tell me they have a son and a daughter, and the daughter likes to get her nails painted, and the son wants to get his nails painted because he see his daughter. Now the son is probably
You see
like,
his sister doing it, you mean?
yeah, yeah, he see his sister doing it. He's like 2, the sister's like 3. So the mom is painting the son's toenails blue so he can have that same experience as they have. And when they told me that, I be trying not to judge people.
Are these
But I
Caucasian
was like,
people?
mm,
I hate to put like, well, I hate to,
don't put
yeah.
like, don't
That was,
put,
I'm sorry,
take that
Caucasian
back,
people.
take that
I
back, take that
apologize. I'm gonna
back.
take that back.
But because our culture do it, everybody do it. And I just was like, when they told me that, you know how you try to control your facial expressions and not get it on the what the fuck look? Because I'm like, why would you paint your 2-year-old son toes blue? You have to tell him, okay, this is for girls, this is for boys. She gonna have some stuff you're not gonna have, and you gonna have some stuff she not gonna have. This is one of those. So it's like we open the door for them to see that stuff. And then when they go deep in, sometimes you accept it, sometimes you don't.
See, but that's the reason because there's no father figure in the household.
That's a two-parent household.
Oh, something wrong with my man.
That's what I'm saying. That's a two-parent
Oh, I know why
household.
though. I said
No,
what it was.
stop. Yes, that's a two-parent household. So it don't even matter. It's just like
Y'all know why that's happening.
that's just because the world we live in. But
Yeah, yeah,
that wrap me up, B.
yeah. So we're gonna start, you're about to wrap it up. So
Yeah, we gotta go to work.
yeah, still
Pay these bills.
got regular jobs out here in these
Gotta make this
streets. Like I
money.
said earlier, this is a motherfucking hobby.
We ain't on OnlyFans. We ain't selling feet pics. So we gotta go punch the clock. You better
Yeah.
shut up. You better shut up. Anyhow, I'm Shira.
I'm James.
It's been real.
And it's the real 100. I like that. And it's been real. I fuck with that. And it's been
Fucks with
real.
that shit.
So peace, y'all. Oh, you know what? Like, subscribe,
Subscribe,
all the other
follow.
good shit. Yo, leave some comments from the bullshit she said earlier
Whatever.
about.
The bullshit he be
Yeah, I'm
saying.
trying to tell y'all, ain't no way a man is
Listen,
staying with a woman. She had 200,
you
what, you say 2,000,
2,500.
2,500 bodies.
Listen,
It ain't
these
happening.
are my opinions. Those are your opinions. We agree to disagree. Whatever.
Wrong.
You don't like it? Tell your mama. Tell me.
Yeah.